I'm Dixon, I'm 25 and I'm from Surrey and I'm an abstract artist. I can get my inspiration from absolutely anywhere, so it might be literally walking down a canal or going to an art exhibition. I did get quite a lot of inspiration from travelling, and I used to travel with a sketchbook and I'd take sketches of all sorts of things, like walking down the markets in Morocco. I found that you are hit with all the smells, and it's kind of like an overload of the senses, and you get the spices from the market and you get the colours, and there's all these patterns and decorations that are completely alien to you. You've never seen anything like it, and trying to incorporate that into an art piece can be quite a lot of fun. Last art teacher from school, she was always really supportive, and she recognised that my style of art is that I don't really plan things. I think it's very traditional for people to plan what you're going to do, especially in things like design. You might do some sketches, especially with big pieces as well. You do some sketches, you pick the colours you're going to use, you might pick the materials, and then you'll have an idea of what it's going to look like before you start creating it. Whereas with me, I start off with the materials and I make something of it, because that's just the way I work, and she recognised that and she really encouraged me to just do my own thing. When I did my first couple of exhibitions, it's quite exposing and it can be quite intimidating, because you realise that other people are looking at your work with a really critical eye. So I did an exhibition in Wimbledon, and I'd been sitting in this room for 3 days. One of my big pieces was up against the back wall, and someone walked in and said, oh, I can see all the animals in that piece. And I'd been looking at it for 3 days and I hadn't seen any animals in it, and suddenly everyone started coming in and pointing out all these animals. And then of course, once they notice them, once you see something in like a shape, then you can't stop looking at it, and then now it's known as the animal piece, even though it didn't start out like that. So it can be quite a lot of fun hearing other people's interpretations, and I think that's kind of the beauty of it as well. I think painting is a very therapeutic process. I kind of equate it quite often to writing a song or writing poetry, something like that, because it's so personal and it's got a lot of emotion in it. If you're doing something creative, you have to find your own way of doing it. You can't regiment things. It needs to be free-flowing, it needs to be without limits, and just letting you explore whatever you're doing and create just in a natural way.